Alright, so how you all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Now in today's video, trying out another team with the Festival Gotha. Now in my last video I said I wanted to try out a couple teams with Kyo since the King of Fighters rerun is just around the corner. Super excited to try them out a whole bunch. Now I have used this team before with the Festival Gotha and the True Seeker Merlin, but last time I used it with the Amelia in the middle. Now why not replace it with Gotha, whole new team, and I'm guessing this is going to go very well. I mean, the $40 million celebration Gotha with the, is it the Jack of Light card, along with the Merlin passive. If you can get both of those off in the same turn, you're basically disabling their entire hand. There's not much they can do. If we can do that for a couple turns, let the Ignites build up and then start sending off Merlin cards, we should be good to go. I mean, if you guys don't know, this Merlin has the same Flood single target as Escanor, and even though, she hasn't got, like, when you look at my Escanor, we have all like the attack cosmetics maxed out and he has better rolls on his like attack crit damage gear and whatnot, but this Merlin can still hit even harder than he does, so she's just an absolute beast. If you guys haven't, used the Truth Seeker Merlin, I would 100% recommend giving her a shot, but this is the team we're using today, and let's jump right into it. And let's see it, our first opponent is a Barn team. I mean, having the Truth Seeker Merlin is actually super good for this matchup here, and if we can, that's actually a really good start for us. What do we want to go for though? I think I'm gonna use these cards just for the time being. These are like our kind of main value cards, and we'll hold on to these as the turns go in. Stopping the gifts card from being thrown out turn one isn't like the biggest thing. We're kind of just also getting Escanor as low as possible. That way, if he thinks of throwing out some flood cards turn one, we can disable them. But look at that. I mean, honestly, next turn we'll have 4 Ignites on the Barn. If he doesn't put up a Nameless Dance, there's a strong chance we could have just wiped Barn there. That's if, Merlin actually gets the crit. She's another character that, like, has just insane crit damage multipliers. Honestly, not too bad, the damage we took there from Barn. Let's see, though. We might go 1, 2, and 3. Stop the gift card. The more we can just stop and delay his gift card, the more we can just slowly chip away at his team. And even the 1-star dissolve is doing a little bit of damage to Escanor there. Let's see, though. Yeah, look at that. True Seeker Merlin is actually insane. Like, her and the Lolly Merlin are so insanely good characters. And along with this Gotha here, like, if we had we don't even have the Rem in the back supporting the, like, unknown allies and giving her extra damage. We just have Zeldris in the back supporting, like, the fact that we have Kyo. So Merlin is such good. Unfortunately, she's not one of the most common characters, but let's see, we can just get rid of Barn here. I might actually throw out this one first, and if you use 3 of her cards in one turn, not only do you attack disable everyone, but you also seal ultimates, and I also believe you seal the ability to gain ultimate gauge, but this should just wipe Barn there. Oh, I thought it was a 2-star. This would have just wiped Barn there, but 330,000, she is not to be traded with. Yeah, as you can see there, we sealed the ultimate gauge from coming up, and once again, her ultimate is an insane, probably like easily top 5 like AoE ultimates in the game, but throwing that before like a secret technique ultimate, it is just, ain't nobody surviving that. And the animations, fresh as, look at that, 600,000 just done to a go. And as if that just wasn't the perfect way to start off a video. I mean, at the moment I am supposed to be recording the guide to the final boss Twigu and Taizu and whoever else it is. Ideally, I should definitely be getting that done. I think we're like 3 days into the event, and I haven't even like thought about it yet. Like, from what I've seen, I've had like a quick look at it. You only have to get top 30% to get all the highest rewards, and like usually when doing like a final boss video, I like to show the best teams for completions, show like extra units you can build, or if you have built that you can use instead, a best team for like, clearing on auto, and like a best, just farming team for it. But it honestly looks that easy that like anyone who can get 30% is going to get 30% without struggling. Like, if you really want to get like that, I don't believe you can even get like the platinum trophy for like all those really sweaty players who like that kind of stuff. But I don't know, it's a shame as well that they didn't give us any extra costumes and more. Like, you can still only get the regular king one. Do I want to kill Mar? I really feel as if though we can just get rid of her, can't we? Like, 5 neutral, the Ignites along with flood cards is just so ridiculous. It should probably even die to the 1-star there, yeah. This is just very rapidly becoming a True Seeker Merlin showcase, goddamn. Did we kill Gotha as well? Yeah, no, this is ridiculous. This is not fair to say the least. And Escanor on the back, can you give us more Merlin cards? Cheers. I mean, we'll have 2 Ignites on Escanor. Surely we can just delete him with 1 2-star card. Surely. I'd like to be showing the other 2 off, but I mean, they're doing their job pretty well. Kyo's passive just chucking out the Ignites. That's all. At this point, that's all really Kyo can be good for. Like, he's definitely a unit that's like aged poorly when it comes to like substats and whatnot, but if I were to have a HP defense set for him, I feel as if though he'd be a lot more useful. But watch us get some nasty crits on Escanor and just delete him here. Yeah, she is just, oh my god. Hope we don't just end up botting every single player we face, and I think this is definitely the same player, isn't it? Same costumes, around the same CC, and we basically got the same card draw as well. Can we get a fall for if this is? There's no way we rematch, like this being a bot and we rematch the same bot. So hopefully we can get a forfeit this time. I don't think in any of like the previous 3 videos we've gotten any forfeits. So surely we can get it on this one, and we are just pulling in all the cards we need. Teams like this that are very like, you know, when using teams like the Barn team and whatnot, you have those units save. You're using like, obviously you're gonna use Arthur with that team. Maybe you even use Twiggo on the front because you have the Holy Relic. The Twiggo cards are just like a waste of space, but in teams like this that are just so insanely top heavy, the 1-star doesn't disable ultimates, does it? Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with taking a go through ultimate to the face. That's whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, Twiggo cards are just like a waste of space, but teams like this, using units like Escanor and whatnot, your hand is just full of good units, and using teams where it's just full DPS cards, like DPS characters, sorry, and your hand's just filled with stuff like this, like there's no going wrong. And they can still use the ultimate when we use it. That was my bad on like the last match saying it ultimate seals. It just alt gauge seals, like you can't get them anymore. So don't know why they'd petrify the Goth a bit either. Did I just rematch the same bot? There isn't no way, but one thing I did show off in the last video as well is Keo's another unit who, like, although I've said has, you know, fallen off quite a bit in substats, can still do some crazy damage. Like, if you have 6 ignites across all 3 of your opponents and get like a level 3 AoE card, he can just absolutely like getting close to that 1 million mark when it comes to damage. But let's get on to the next opponent. Here we go, we got 2 more matches to go, another Barn team, and did have to skip that last match. I completely forgot to hit recording, so that one's my bad. But coming up against another Keo team, I'm with the release or like the rerun of King of Fighters, like the whole part 2, we are getting another Keo skin. And what do I want to go for turn 1? I think this is our best bet here, but we are getting like a Halloween King of Fighters skin for Keo, and my oh my does it look sick. Now we are also getting a Halloween skin for Mai, let alone, you know, if you guys don't have Mai, they are giving out a free copy of her, which is really, really nice. Myself personally didn't get her when she originally came out. I only got the Omega Rugal and Keo, so definitely hoping to get her along with Athena and the new Iori, Yagami, and Terry Bogard. Super, super keen to try out all those. I am going to build out UR gear for Terry and Iori, but when it comes to like, Athena's already been, you know, out for like probably near a year now, and I think we can, I feel as if though we can definitely kill Arthur here. I am going to do showcases on all of the units, but I will do, you know, like non-UR gear showcases on Terry and Yuri, and then do the UR counterparts along with, you know, like the Holy Relics and whatnot, and get off like a bunch of teams with them. I was really, really keen to see how like Terry went alongside Barn, but it turns out he works out a lot better in the Margaret team. Although like his whole passive and like Holy Relic, you know, damage building doesn't work with the actual Margaret buff, like they kind of clash heads and don't work together. You do still get the damage reduction from the Breath of Bless, which is really helpful. Let's see, that's a whole lot of ignites on Barn here. We can pretty much just, that's the thing with Keo, like he is such like a glass cannon. If he doesn't get touched, you just win like 2-3 turns in, especially if you go first and you start building those ignites early. Look what this man can do. He is just unstoppable. Like, he's one of those characters like the Ludociel where like if you have them wailed out and you get to go first and you're in advantage, you can just absolutely carve people up. But finishing this one off with Gotha here, and look at that, easy money, easy money. Let's hope we can get a stronger opponent on this final match. We've been playing up pretty well here. And our final opponent is an Escanor Margaret team, and honestly, getting into this video, there wasn't like an awful lot I wanted to talk about with the whole, this is actually the first time I've had a dead week in absolutely ages, and teams like this, like, there isn't really much you can do here. Like, due to the fact that Margaret is just everywhere, having Gotha and going first is like, Grand Cross PvP at the moment is such a game of rock, paper, scissors. Like, you get counted by this team, you beat this one, and if you get like a mirror matchup, it's kind of like, you know, up to whoever gets like better card RNG, or like whoever's more of a skilled player. But like I was saying, there isn't really like a topic to talk about in this video. Usually, you know, I'm showcasing like a particular new character, but this was just a team that I missed out on when Gotha released, and I probably would have been kind of like showcasing like a, even though like all of these units are all like fairly good in their own right, so I'm not too sure how I would have shown it in particular, but like they all synergize extremely well. I feel as if though, if we came up against maybe like a, I mean, we destroy the Barn team as we've seen. The Margaret team, if we go first, we have like the Jack of Light card and we can just disable. Or even do well against like the Margaret, or maybe like a full Archangel team would do fairly well against this. If you can just get rid of like the Kia right off the bat, you'd probably have a really easy time. But other than that, I couldn't really see, maybe a counter team as well would do pretty good if you could just like, if they can just keep up their stances. Characters like Chandler and Esteros, I feel, would do works against this team, but throwing these cards off fair, and that'll just be about this match done. It's super successful. I don't actually think we lost any matches in this video, which was really, really nice. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that getting into this one, but can we kill Chandler in one turn? Surely. Gotha's been impressing me as of recent with damage, and look at that, never fails. There we go, and that just about does it for today's video. I mean, hey, if you guys summoned 440 million down in Celebration Gotha, let me know what your opinion on them is, because like, I know at the moment everyone's kind of like tossing up who the best festival and who the best team is, whether you're like a Purgatory Barn boy, whether you like Margaret or Gotha. I feel as if though Gotha's definitely the most underplayed, just Barn and Margaret already being so dominant, people just didn't really find the need to summon for Gotha, and if say you don't have characters like Amelia, it can be a little bit hard to build the team. Like once again, Lolly Melon, probably not the most summoned for festival, goes really well with this Gotha, but hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.